Before the video starts, please remember this video is solely for entertainment purposes and to basically explain who the hell these guys are. So if you do not know what Leo's Tripleplex is, it's a Minecraft series for Bedrock, and yeah, here's some of the characters I play and basically their story. So enjoy! First up is Inverted Puppet. Inverted Puppet is a puppet that has been around for a very, very long time. If you remember my first ever Minecraft series, which was Golden's Resort, she was one of the main characters there. Basically, Inverted Puppet is a lost soul with a very, very tragic tale. Inverted Puppet started off like everyone else. Her child that possesses her went for a birthday party. The birthday party went terribly wrong when some man by the name Nova decided that she would be one of his victims. Her soul was lured into a basement where she was promised cake and cookies for her birthday. Unfortunately, that would be the last time she would enjoy such things. As her and her friends were lured away, she was struck. She learned a lesson to not trust anybody and take things very, very seriously. Fortunately, she has closed herself off from a lot of the world and is now protecting those who are damned by this supposed killer. They call her the mother of animatronics and go to her for advice. Get on her bad side and, well, toodles for you, I guess. So basically, the thing I wanted for Inverted Puppet was basically the role of marionette. In the story, Inverted Puppet took over for Marionette as the gift giver. She gave those who were damned life to basically give them a second chance. However, she regrets a lot of it and full on said that they should have just stayed dead. It would have been better. However, she continues to deal with the consequences and protects those who she saved. So yeah, that's Inverted Puppet. She's one of my favorite characters I play and will always be number one. So yeah, go Puppet Mommy, I guess. Next we have Trixie. Trixie's sole purpose when being made was to entertain children and basically satisfy their sweet tooth. Unfortunately, with a flaw in their design when someone mischievously basically ruined her design, she was then created to basically trap children and bring them to the bad people, essentially. The flaw in her design made it so when one child gets close enough, alone, she will grab them and hide them. Basically, that was supposed to be a safety mechanism when danger appears. Unfortunately, with this error in the code, it has become more violent. She gets violent and harms the child. Later on, the child's brought to said killer. This has become a repeating cycle and she despises the fact. It's not like she can control it, so she's kind of not all with it. However, she has made the most of it and tried to be as kind as she can to everyone else and mostly stays away from areas with little amount of children. There was a time where she was shut down for days when a child went missing in her care. Unfortunately, the child was not found. The company, however, didn't want to scrap her, so they made up a lie and put her back out for all the children to enjoy. She feels guilty and despises what has happened, so she continues to stay happy to ignore the fact that she has done a really bad thing. That's basically Trixie. She's not really shy, she's outgoing. She just is a bundle of energy. That's about it. Next is Trinity. Trinity is one of the villains of the series. Well, for now. She is known of being mischief and wanting to harm people. Unfortunately, this isn't entirely her fault. She's a vengeful soul that was murdered in cold blood by her mother. She decided that she wasn't going to let anyone put her down, so she wasn't going to be the victim. She wanted everyone to suffer like she had when she died. However, after a while, the corruption started to spread and she lost her true self, which is why she became one of the villains. Unfortunately for her, people figured that out quick. Her soul is a very vengeful soul that basically doesn't let Trinity think for herself. Remember, the souls in the animatronic have their own conscience. Trinity, however, used to be a showbot, but unfortunately was taken out after parents complained about her too creepy design and how her design was not kid-friendly. This wounded her deeply, however, because she liked playing the guitar for all her little friends when she could. Fortunately for her, she didn't get to play often due to the overwhelming aroma the other animatronics gave off, which affected her ability to perform. She holds grudges against all the other animatronics now. However, she has soft spots for a few of them, such as Chester and Lunar. She likes to insult those around her to make her feel better about what has happened to her. She is still seeking revenge. However, she seems to be getting better and getting more used to being around the other animatronics. That's basically Trinity. She's evil, but not evil, if that makes sense. She's going through a lot of pain, and this is basically her coping mechanism. Next on the chart is Molly. Molly is another old animatronic from Golden's Resort and was also one of the fan favorites. Her story is a little bit more gruesome. The soul of Molly was a little girl, age 6. She was very sensitive, let's say. When she was lured into the kitchen, because that at the time was the only place a murder could happen, her killer burnt her alive. She was shoved into the oven and locked in there while her remains burned. No one even found her corpse, which is saddening. No one thought that, a child could be murdered in an oven of all things. She was forgotten quickly, and her parents didn't really look for her at all. When she woke up, she was in a bear animatronic named Molly, which was later changed due to the accusation from the owners that she was mimicking other animatronics too much, which is why she changed into a fox. Anyway, she possessed this animatronic and decided to seek happiness. She wanted to be happy even after everything that's happened. She tries to be friends with everyone and is a lot more innocent than the others because of her young age. She bears through the pain she feels due to everything that has happened, and she ignores a lot of the negative things others say. She's overall really bright and is a good person to have around. Unfortunately, she, over the years, is getting cut off from the world and is basically not. She's not making friends anymore. But overall, she is a good character and another one of my favorites. So yeah, that's Molly. Next up is one of the main characters of Minty's is Cherry. Her story is a little weird and I'm gonna make this quick. So after the destruction of Minty's of the fire, she was left behind in the fire. They built a new location on top of Minty's ashes, so she was still stuck down there. When found, she was negative towards everyone because they abandoned her, as she says. Unfortunately, she used to be a sweetheart, but now she's angry and wants revenge because she believes everyone abandoned her. She was set on fire twice and is suffering a great deal of pain due to it. She tries to ignore her burnt self and one day hopes for her recovery of not being a broken mess anymore. She's one of my favorite characters from Minty's because, well, you know, her personality kind of just brightened everything up. After the portal virus, she changed. She wasn't really a sweetheart anymore. And I feel like that progressed her character a lot, and I enjoy stuff like that. So, here's Cherry, which, yeah, she's cool.